What are you doing, silly? What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. You're funny. You're a funny dog. You do realize we have about 5 more miles of hiking to go? Doglet? Spending all your energy doing snow dives? Come here. Say hi to everybody. Sadie, come here. Come on. Look at her. You're such a dumb dog. She's wearing Allie's vest. And no, this is not Allie. I know, they look similar. Our poor Allie passed on last year, and we are forever saddened by it. This is a family dog, believe it or not. My in-law's dog. Her name is Sadie. She's a female black lab, and she's rather stubby. Look how short her legs are. I call her Stubbs or Sawed Off. Come here, stupid. Now, she's not a mountain dog. She is a house dog, more or less. They don't really train her for mountain activities. Allie was extremely trained up here. Jump trained. She had about a 300-word vocabulary. She knew how to manage obstacles. And I kept her fit her entire life. That's not this dog. This dog, I love Sadie. She's a sweetheart. She's a little cuddle bug, but she is no mountain dog. Hey, for instance, she won't answer. Sadie, come on. Like Allie would be booking right now. So she's not trained, definitely not by me. We are high up in the mountains. It's a beautiful fall to winter day. It's about 30 degrees outside as Sadie snow dives. You're so funny, dog. Oh my gosh, I love having a dog with me in the out of doors. It's been really hard for me to come up here without my black girlfriend. And so you're a good substitute, you know that? You're a good substitute. You're a good girl. And we have a lot of work to do, you and I. I would really like it if she and I can make this pass right here tonight. We could drive up there, I think most of the way, but we're out here testing the bug out kit, dudes. And so I'm on foot. We'll have about, I haven't really decided, about a 3 to 5 mile hike. I'll summarize it. Try not to make it boring. And we're going to live out of my freaking BOK tonight. It's going to probably get down into the teens up here. All I have with me right now are my street clothes. Simulating I left the house, and this is what I had on. So I have regular tennis shoes, kind of an EDC loadout, not a lot. Let's see what I got here. Oh, dude, this is a freaking sweet knife. Mini Griptilian. That's there. And then, crap, man, where's my big knife? I was using it in truck, I think. I've got my S2, so I left the house with that. That's something. So I'll have at least 2 big flashlights. My Cadet right here. Sorry, I'm not doing a good job filming. And other regular stuff. I don't have a pistol with me though. So again, I'm simulating. I just booked it out of the house. I guess the scenario is we're going to go rendezvous with some family, but we have to cross a mountain area to do so. I'm running out of my BOK only. A couple things I'm bringing for dogness here, Sadie, is Allie's bed. She's wearing Allie's fleece and Allie's guide dog jacket. Again, that's not Allie. You're probably thinking it is because she looks similar. Except she's stubby. Yeah, you're a sawed-off mountain dog. Silly dog. Yeah, hi there. Oh, yeah. So probably a multi-parter. I doubt I'm going to be able to put it all into an hour. There's a lot to show you, a lot to discuss. We're going to test a new transportation method for the BOK. I think you guys will really, really like what I'm getting ready to show you. Might be your favorite Nut and Fancy video yet. So leaving the house, these are inadequate mountain shoes. In my BOK videos, I talked about bugging out, how not to bug out. It does suck. It's not an adventure you would want. We will be, I think, adequately prepared, but there's always stuff you wish you had that you don't. For instance, my bag, my sleeping bag is a 20-degree sleeping bag. It ain't gonna be warm enough. I might have to break out the space blanket, put clothing on and other stuff. I have made changes to the BOK since I made the series of videos. I told you that the kit is always in flux, right? And it is. Isn't that right, Stub? Yes. I can't imagine coming out in the woods without a dog. What do you think, Stubby? So anyways, we parked and we're gonna hike in about 3 to 5 miles to my place. We're not gonna cover the pass. Let me show you the BOK as it is constituted now. Oh, look at that. That is cool. So I've got the High Sierra container. Was it AT8, I think is that one. Look at my part 2 of the Bug Out Kit series. It's a great container for what it is. And then it's riding in a new game carrier. This is called the Go Plus game cart. 75 bucks in Amazon. If this is something you want, buy it quick because it will probably go away. Don't get too hung up on the name, Sadie. The name could change. I looked at some other local outdoor stores for game carts. They were like 150, 115. I just didn't want to spend that much money. We'll see how it works. I have wheeled it just a little bit and I liked what I saw. I really did. We're gonna see how it works. It may be a complete fail. You learn by doing. But look at how that fits that container. Isn't that sick? So that's my BOK as constituted. Couple minor changes. I put in a used Kelty Gunnison. My air mattress is a little bit different. The rest is just as I showed it to you guys. I got a Marlin Papoose 22 in there. Hundreds of rounds. Food. We need to get water. Don't we, dog? See how unresponsive she is? Hey, dog. If I did that to Allie, her ears would prick up. She's not used to it. Sadie. Not even responsive to her own name. Come here, dummy. It's really hard to get a dog trained to Allie's level. It took me so much work and constant retraining. I mean, a dog has to be constantly reinforced the training you've given it. I think she'll be okay, though. I think she'll stick by me. Good enough. So let's go test this. We're going to go up. We're going to set up camp. We're going to cook some food. I don't think I'm going to make a fire per se. I might do it for another video I'm planning. We need to get water. And I did bring Dogness's bed that I'm going to strap on right here. So this is Allie's winter bed that I always hiked in with. Yes, we kept it. Kept it. This is like just basic stuff like camera gear and all the other crap I got to bring, like her food. Oh, here's that up cart lift right here, dudes. So I was going to run this and I ran it in the desert. I actually like this better than that game cart for now because it's lighter weight, it falls flat. And dang, this game cart, when it's put together, it's heavy. I bet you it's about 30 pounds. It's made of steel again, steel rims. Solid tires, which you want. You don't want pneumatic tires. They're going to fail on you. But it's bulky. Even when you fold it down, it's going to be hard to store. I think the up cart lift is the way to go. I'm going to run the game cart, though, today. And we're just going to see how it works. Because I'm curious. So this pack I showed you over here. This is my clothing pack. Sadie, where'd you go? Get over here. Get over here. Don't want her booking off and I have to go looking for her. So this is my clothing pack. So I told you about this in BOK. There's no way you're going to fit it in, especially for our winter conditions. I've got boots, long johns, top, gloves, and some other things in there. So I'm going to change into it and we're going to start hiking, dudes. BOK, living out of a BOK in the wilderness, Nut and Fancy project with a doglet. Again, missing in action. Dog. Sadie. Oh, there you are. Good girl. Got to keep tabs on you, Stubby. Yes, good girl. Now, in this scenario, how did we get here? I mean, I've got the truck here and I drove up for sure. Honestly, to get where I'm at now, it'd be like 2 days of hiking. 2 days of hiking to get here. It'd be tough, but in order to make the video more interesting, we just gotta act like we've hiked into this far, and then we'll pick it up midpoint as we go and find a camping place to bivouac for the night. As configured currently, the BOK for mountain use. I combined everything into the Kelty Red Wing. It's strapped to the bottom because that's going to be riding, I think, near horizontal once I'm pulling the cart. Dogness bed is strapped on the top. By the way, you're spoiled, dog, just like Allie was. She doesn't have a winter coat either, and it's going to be cold. Even in the tent, it's going to be cold. We'll see how it goes, you know. We got more straps, more rope if we need to do it. Again, about 3 to 5 miles is my goal. Maybe less if I get sick of walking. And that's what we're going to do too. We're walking, not driving, even though we'll be on a road. And you might see some four-wheelers or Jeeps pass us. There is deer hunting going on around here. That's one reason that Sawed Off over here has lime green on, so she doesn't get blown away. You know how deer hunters are. Shoot at anything. And we're going to go up towards that pass I showed you, but we're not going to make it all the way. Just a little bit up there, perhaps. We got to wind around on the road. It switches back and forth for a couple miles. What do you think? You ready to go walking? Here's my solo hiking boots. I got toe guard put on them. Would I dedicate these solely to BOK? Ooh, that's a good call. I mean, these are expensive boots, but I need them. I've got plantar fasciitis big time in my left foot. It's been hurting bad. Still hurting. I'm going to suck it up and start walking though. Be okay, be okay, be okay. My prediction on this rig is it's going to work awesome. That's my prediction. I mean, it's designed to carry out like, what, a 200-pound load? Like an elk or a deer. So I've got about maybe 90 pounds on it right now, which is a lot. I'm going to say it isn't. It's wheeling nice though, dudes. Really nice. This way, stupid. Don't get ran over by a Jeep, by the way. Come on. Sadie. Personality-wise, how does she differ from Allie? Oh, check this out. Got my storm alarm going off on my Sunto core. That means the pressure's dropping. Personality-wise, I was talking about. She's stupider, for sure. She doesn't have Allie's intelligence. She's kind of a dumb dog. She's very sweet, very cuddly. She's eager to please, as are most labs and retrievers, for sure. Always about the food, of course. Dude, we're on pure ice right here. Check this. Packed snow. If this is up here, that means it's stayed cold for the last week or so up here. At least to freezing or below in the shaded parts. The sunny parts, you can see where it's melted off. Probably getting up into the 50s now. I don't know if I have a thermometer with me in the BOK. I may not. Yeah, this is doing well. I do notice as I'm going downhill, it's pushing, which is to be expected. No brakes on it. Should we fit the brakes on there? Everything is weight, dude. Everything is weight and complexity. You want to keep it simple and strong. That's why we're going with non-pneumatic tires. Don't get pneumatic tires. They're going to be flat when you need them. They'll get flats on the road, just like when you're bicycling. You don't want that. What do you see there, silly? Probably some sort of urine. Come on, dog. Oh, I hear water running. That is good. We need water. I think I may pitch camp first before we go filter water. because I don't want to have to take this all apart and then put it back together. That's a lot of work. There's some water right there. Now, we're simulating maybe we're in a without rule of law situation, in which case I would normally have my weapon slung over my back. I don't, just because I didn't want to get it out. But if I was in without rule of law, I'd have my gun definitely ready. I'd have my pistol on, gun on. You want to have kind of a show of force just to prevent problems. Look at how pretty that is, dudes. Ice forming. You could filter out of there. I like to filter as clean as possible. I've always said that in my outdoor videos, my backpacking vids. I think in without rule of law, you might have more dead stuff in water, so be careful. Watch where you're filtering from. What do you think, dog? Don't fall in. I don't want to have, no. Sadie, no, no. Get over here, dummy. You don't have the skills to go down there and then come back. Allie would have. Love you, mean it. So I'm thinking I need more weight towards the handle. It's not bad, but it's trying to tip up on me a little bit. So let me try. I just don't want this to be heavy where I'm holding it like that. That's not what I want. I'd rather have it maybe situated the way it is. Yeah, I'll roll with it for now. I've got some type of wrist problem too. I haven't told you guys about it. My right wrist is always in pain. If I'm riding a motorcycle, pulling a BOK, it's in pain. I don't know what it is. Tendon problem, don't know. Suck it up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change that. Well, one cool thing is you're out of shape and so am I. So we're a good match for each other. So I peeled off that Red Wing. I got it on the back now. We'll see how that rolls. I'm just trying to balance it. What you want to do is put your weight over the wheels when it's in the transport position. It will really depend on your height. So if you're tall like me, you're gonna be more like that. If you're shorter, you'll be more like that. It will take some experimentation, and trust me, you're gonna learn how to do it just by doing it. Just like the hand cart companies of old, they learned how to do it as well. Dude, this is working well though. Really good. The downside is this is a steel cart. As a steel cart, it's heavy. It's heavy, dudes. Yeah, if it was made out of aluminum, it would probably be better. Huh, Doglet? Just like Allie, the vest skews to one side and there it will stay. So I got no water with me right now, just like we wouldn't have it in a bug out kit situation, which is unfortunate, but I'll get some soon. Carrying water in your BOK right off the bat is going to be rough. And if you end up bugging out, it's really going to suck because the water's going to be super ancient. Speaking of ancient, I have some ancient MREs we're going to make fun of. Still edible, but man, are they nasty. They are, I think, 12 years old at this point. Sadie will like them. Huh, sawed off. She'll eat anything. Look how pretty it is out here, dudes. Epic, epic day. Look at this. Oh, it's so pretty. Had we come up maybe, probably a month earlier, we would have seen these quaking aspens with their orange and gold colors. They drop pretty early here in Utah at this elevation. I would say probably starting in August. They just know the time of year. It's almost like they don't care about the temperature. Leaves start changing. There you go, just pee on the road right there. That's where I do it. And then the leaves will drop. Oh, level terrain finally. As usual, what you're not going to see is the ups and downs of this road. It always looks level in the camera. Well, we're actually, it's not level, we're slightly uphill. Slightly. I'm going to tell you guys right now, you guys would like this. This cart is rugged. It's going to carry a lot of weight. Again, you don't want to go up steep terrain with it. I mean, you could. It's just going to be a really slow, calorie-consuming process. Come here, stupid. Come here, I want to straighten your vest out, lover. Oh, yes, that's a good girl. Sorry, I got your fleece on, but you're going to need it later. You're going to need it later. Silly dogness. Nutnfancy, I'm so glad you have a dog back in the project. Me too, brother. Me too. She is a loner, though. She's a rental sawed-off. You may see her again. We'll see. Sadie, how old are you? She's too busy sniffing fecal. I think like 7. So she's not super young. Look how short her legs are again. They're just tiny. But we're told she's pure black lab. They don't know if she has another breed in her, like corgi or something. Allie's body was very lean. We fed her and again kept her to a mountain climbing level her whole life until maybe the last 2 years of her life when she couldn't do it anymore. But that takes a special diet, lots of fruits and vegetables. Mrs. Nutnfancy again was in charge of Allie's diet, did such a great job. Lean proteins, certain kinds of dog food, tons of exercise, minimal table scraps, very minimal. That's a pretty view right there too. Another dog peeing the road over there? Hey, let's go up here. You might find another dog whose butt you can sniff. Now in the BOK philosophy video, that's part 1. I told you guys that don't expect a place like this is going to be left to you. Remember what I said? So if this was no kidding without rule of law situation, you'd probably have all types of people up here staking claims, attempting to live off the land, which I don't think would work that great at all. Why? Because the game's going to be exhausted very quickly. It can't support all these people killing everything. You might have some conflicts with other groups. And these are public lands. Again, you don't have a deed to these properties here. So you have an access right to them. But I don't know if you can squat on it and say, hey, this is my land. Even without rule of law, you just don't have a legal claim to that from what I know now. There's, like I said in the philosophy vid, there's a lot of crap about that online. A lot in YouTube. Guys act like they're going to go to the wilderness location like this and make it their own special place. It probably would not work out that way. Now, in this scenario that I'm doing, you might be able to bug out and just transit. Say, hey man, I'm not squatting, I'm just walking through. I think most groups will allow you to do that. I don't think anybody wants trouble unless they're psychotic. They just want to kind of have the basics met. Food, shelter, water, some level of peace in their situation. We're going all the way to the end of that road, and we got about 20 times more of that length to go. I won't show you all of it. Again, it'll just be too boring. I will show you there when we get there, though. You like that snow? Now I do have a GoPro. I might use that somewhat. You're so funny, dog. Something tells me you like snow, Sadie. GoPro, stop recording. This thing turned on by itself. GoPro, stop recording. There we go. Yeah, this is a pretty good system. It's going to be more rugged than that up cart lift for sure. Firepower versus mobility, what can I tell you? So this is more firepower, made of steel, more rugged, stronger wheels, bigger wheel radius, can go over better obstacles, bigger rocks, it can ford creeks. 75 bucks, dudes, in Amazon. 75 for this. I coated the steel tubular frame with a light coating of grease because I think you're going to have some rust problems. I would not store this outside. What you don't want to do is have rust get caught in those rims, and the rims end up getting ruined. I should say weakened. Even if they're rusted, they should be okay. But if it gets too bad, you could break one of the rims there, or the ribs here, the spokes. Yeah, the thing's working great. I mean, my balance on this right now is, with me carrying the Kelty on my back right now, it's pretty awesome. It's freaking awesome. I can even push this thing, dude. Check this. Oh, do that. At least on this terrain I can. Now I reversed the handle on the Go Plus game cart. It should be pointed the other way. But since I'm 6'3", I'm angling it up and it's working out just about right. It's got these little clips on it. And by the way, this will be my review on this. I'm not going to do a separate video. It's got those little U clips on it, the pin clips. Those are awesome, actually. The ones down here are too big. I don't know why they include it that big. I'll find some others and get it down to size. And then they have just a little bolt right here that goes through and locks that handle. And so far, so good. I mean, 100 miles later, I'm sure you're going to find some things that ain't working so good. I did grease the wheels. I greased the axle. Upside to that is it rolls better. Downside is in dusty terrain, you could get, you know, dust adhering and packing into that grease, causing problems. It's just a basic non-bearing system on this game cart that I can see. You're so silly, dog. Do you like that snow? Huh? Good girl. Now, without rule of law or in a real situation, I might stop and get water. So over here on my left, I can hear a creek running. But again, I want to get to where I'm going before I do that. Just because I'm fighting daylight right now, and for filming, I'd rather film in daylight whenever I can. Fun! Oh, that's a hike, dudes. Let's check it out. Little tippage. That's working good. So we're done with our straight portion, hanging a right now. Come on, doglet. So what I think I'll say is, for an urban environment, I would go with the up cart lift. If you live out in an area like this, rugged terrain, maybe go with a game cart. That's what I'm thinking right now. Now, this is still a wheeled container, this BOK. It's designed for airports, not the Rocky Mountains, so it would shred up here. On smooth dirt though, it does just fine. Tested in the desert. But it's gonna basically get shredded up here. But it's a backup, and then remember, I have backpack straps under here. Basic ones, but it's something. And she continues to roll in the snow, which I love actually. Oh, my knee hurts. Ugh. So I got my knee looked at this summer. It's not great. I have really narrow margins after 4 knee surgeries, and the doctor said it won't be too long before you're bone on bone. In fact, under shock stresses, you're probably already bone on bone. It's another reason I don't do this that often. It hurts. Pain is just weakness coming out though. I'd show my ugly face, but I got this big, goofy, stupid microphone adapter hanging off this GoPro right here. Yeah, it's just what I got a couple years ago. And when I do GoPro audio, it helps so much. I look like a freaking cyborg with it though. I'm really surprised we're not seeing people up here so far. I've seen a couple people scoot by in cars, or Jeeps I should say. 2 of them. But that's it. Look at this view right here, bros. Yeah, let's take the BOK up there. I'll tell you what, you can do it and I'll film you doing it. I won't carry anything, and you can bring your BOK up. You'll get about a quarter mile and then you'll call it quits. Guaranteed. Oh, it's quiet too. One thing I'm really blessed with today is awesome weather. Look at this. It's not raining. It's not snowing. There's no wind. The temperature is really perfect for hiking. 30 degrees is perfect for hiking. What do you smell, dogness? Mark II. Just marking your territory. I was a little bit concerned about showing Sadie on camera because I'm afraid you guys are going to get attached to her and want to see her more. In fact, I know that's going to happen. She's got her own cute little personality and quirks she does. I don't know, we'll see. Again, I've got to arrange it and drive hours to go get her. She's the in-laws dog. It's actually Mrs. Nutnfancy's brother and sister-in-law that own Sadie. First impasse, a log across the road. Oh, this game cart's gonna own this thing. You watch this, dude. That's gonna own it. So I'll just tilt it up. I'm holding the camera, so it's a little bit weird. Just do like that. Oh, piece of cake. Owned it. No problems. I bet you guys, when you see this cart, you're gonna go into Amazon and add to cart. 75 bucks, you can't go wrong. This thing is doing awesome. It can work in an urban environment as well, but like I said, storing it's going to be a problem. It's big. I mean, you can unclip it and fold it down somewhat. I'm a little bit reticent to do that because a BOK principle is have it immediately ready to go. Like in an earthquake, a wildfire. I don't like the fact that anything would be not put together on my BOK. At least attached to the BOK where I could wheel it out. Like that up cart lift will be strapped to each BOK container on the exterior, and so it's a one-piece unit. And then I can wheel the BOK, and then when I get time, I'll strap it to the up cart lift. Good system. That's a sweet system, man. I'd like to thank my Patreon guys with whom I've had discussions on the containers. Good, productive conversations over there. And it was them that actually put the game cart idea in my head. They said, hey, game cart, dude. And I said, I like that idea. That's a really good idea. You guys are smart. And I don't know why I hadn't thought of it before. I just didn't. And then I continued to research, and that's when I found the upcart lift. 2 options for you guys. You pant like Allie. You know that? You sound just like her. Silly. Yep. Come on, doglet. This way. Oh, we have some whoop-de-doos to do here. Good testing ground for the game cart. Hand cart for the modern era. Oh, that's doing just awesome. Really no problems at all. It's amazing. Solid tires are doing very well. A little more bumpy for sure. But remember the durability thing. Never, ever, ever get pneumatic tires for your BOK. Maybe if you're going to use it for actual game karting, yeah, doable. You got time, resources to repair a flat. You're going to use it immediately. There's doglet getting wet in our second creek. Oh, we can filter out of there too. Hey dog, I don't want you in my tent wet. You already stink. Her breath smells like sardines. Even before we started, a blend of rotten cheese, sardines, and bunghole. That's what her breath smells like. But I love you so much. Yes, I love you. I'm your godfather. All right, let's go. So Allie was guide dog level trained. That's why that patch is on there. So she had her certification. Don't know if I ever told you that. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. Water crossing. Oh. I don't want to get my feet wet. That's the dealio. Because then I have to dry boots out, and that's a lot of work. Let me roll up my pants a little bit here. GoPro, start recording. I think I'm just gonna have to go for it. Oh, that's a sick shot. Oh, that's awesome. Stays dry too. This thing's doing great. Now let's say that was a foot deep, 2 feet deep, and you have to cross it. You can do it even with this, but it's going to get a lot more complicated. Number one, you're going to get wet, so you might want to transition to short clothes, maybe some flip-flops if you have them in your BOK, whatever, Tevas, some sandals. Probably rope up, and I think I have rope in a side compartment just for such an occasion. Oh, what do you know? nutnfancy prepared. So I tie that so I couldn't lose it in a strong current. Right here, maybe a 2-point tie down thing with a harness. Then I just pull it across. That's why you want your BOK to be as waterproof as possible. Again, the perfect BOK container would be completely waterproof. This one is not. Water will ingress those zippers. Those zippers. That worked out well. Oh, I like this place, dude. And I'm about tired of hiking. Let's do this place, and then maybe later we'll go over that Saddleback. About an hour and a half of daylight now left. Thereabouts, I haven't really looked. Oh my gosh, this is like the perfect place to pitch a tent. Perfect. And this is our bug out kit home. About 3 miles hiked, and that's enough for this test. So, look at how cool this is, dudes. I think we have water right here. I wouldn't filter out of that though, it's too stagnant. We'll go back to where we crossed and filter out of that. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. We have water, we have wind shelter, we have tree shelter, and there's no deadfalls that are going to come down. These are big, healthy trees, except for that one. That one's dead. It's pretty thick though. Pretty rotten as well. Look at that. I think I'm going to fall that with a saw viver. I'm kidding, I don't have it with me. I wouldn't do it anyhow. This is a high use area, so there's not going to be any firewood. It's going to be scoured. I brought a little bit with me just for testing. Oh my gosh, I love this cart. I cannot tell you how well it's working. It is, when you get the balance right, it's really perfect. It's freaking perfect. Maybe I do like that it's made out of steel, because it's going to be more rugged. Steel absorbs more vibrations than aluminum. If you've ever ridden an aluminum frame mountain bike with no shocks and one with a chrome moly frame, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe they've changed materials, I don't know. Time to set up the tent, yo.